Hey guys, this is Z. Wanted to do a bit of a different video, still Gears related but more positive. Just got back, just got a coffee, just been to Costa to get my brew, and I thought I would treat myself, and I went into one of those, those little old sweet shops, got myself some dark chocolate caramels and some salted caramel fudge, which I'm very much looking forward to. Now, I was on YouTube a few days ago and I made a video about Gears Reloaded and the servers and the game modes. Normally what I do is when I eat my food, I just open up the YouTube app and I read comments and I just see what you people have been saying. And I just tried to respond to as many as possible. And yeah, it's a fun hobby that occasionally I pick up, I put down, but I always try to stay on it. I've been doing this since 2006, and so there's very few of us left that have been constantly making content since then. I've never blown up on YouTube, I've never done anything amazing, but it's always been a bit of a fun creative outlet for me, a way to speak and a way to anyway. I was responding to one comment and it basically said, I've been going back. I used to play this game a lot when I was young. I went back to the game. It's clunky, it's janky, but it's really, really fun and nostalgic. Sorry, the sun is blaring. It's really, really fun and nostalgic. And even though I think technically like it should be bad, I can't get over the fun and nostalgia and, chatting to Americans and hearing a bit of abuse and banter back and forth. It's just a great experience. And, he said he probably won't play the game as much as me to get to a point where he feels those issues, like constant wrong connections or lack of depth or whatever. But overall, it's just been a really pleasant experience. And I was just replying, yeah, totally agree. I do play the game a little bit more than most these days, and so I do kind of feel the issues more, but also I just like to voice your opinion. I know not many people do it. Ultimately, I'm about to do a video here about the positive experiences of the game, but I just like to voice the negatives because obviously on YouTube it's a very, very positive atmosphere, and sometimes fair criticism goes unheard unless somebody says it. And so I'm not a particularly negative person in my life really, but on YouTube I kind of am, because I just prefer that kind of content. It's more interesting. Anyway, so I responded and I began to respond by saying totally agree, blah blah blah. Then I noticed the username, and the username was basically my best friend from high school. And I didn't really realize who I was replying to when I first replied. And maybe he's watching this video, maybe he's not, I don't know. I was surprised to see his name. And I'll be real with you folks, I'll be really real with you. It made me feel a bit embarrassed because I'm still that guy that talks about Gears. Some people have gone on to do wonderful things, much more developed socially, probably mentally, family, wife, kids, houses, jobs. I'm not there yet. And one thing I have learned on YouTube is that over the last 3 to 4 years, I've felt so much better in myself and so much happier being honest. I've learned so much over these last 3 to 4 years as a person growing, to the point where I feel like I've completely changed as a human, which I feel like is rare at my age, because we kind of get stuck in our ways. But I felt like I was many, many years behind people, and I've been real with you, and I hope you appreciate the honesty. And when I first saw that comment, I thought, oh, this is really embarrassing. Like I'm still playing Gears and I'm still talking about it, but I do enjoy it. It is a creative outlet, and I don't really get embarrassed by it anymore. That was my initial reaction, but when I think about it, I'm still pleasantly surprised I'm making content. I really enjoy being able to express myself, and I enjoy the fact that people still watch and talk. And, back in the day for Gears of War, that game was like my everything. I won't bore you with details, and I won't bore you with, my whole life story, but I wasn't very good as a kid and a young adult. I just wasn't. I didn't understand a lot of things. I didn't deal with a lot of things. I didn't really understand how to communicate properly, emotionally, and what to say and how to stand up for myself and how to express myself and all of this stuff, right? And no matter what, Gears was there. If I had a bad day at school, which was every day, I could go and talk to my best mate and I could play Gears and switch off. I could be competitive. I could play clan matches. I could get good, And Gears has always been there for me. So when I look at Gears Reloaded, for me, it's just a real pleasure to be able to play the game with some people again and relive that. I understand that yesterday it's Saturday evening and there's no EU servers and I basically couldn't play the game. But I feel like already I've had my fill from the game and my nostalgia. And, for want of being overly dramatic, Gears of War basically saved me. To be honest with you lads, and my best mate as well. He doesn't know the full story because I don't really express myself very well, but, there was a moment in time where, let's just say that, he saved me, so to speak. He doesn't know it, but and Gears did as well, and it was always there. It was always there to just, no matter how bad it was, I was like, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna smash some Gears and it's gonna be fun. And I enjoyed it every evening. Even if I was mad as fuck at the game, I enjoyed it. And that is why the ban affected me so much. I was thinking about this when I read that comment, and I began to ponder, and I was thinking that is why the ban affected me so much, because it is frustrating, and I hope you understand that. For me, Gears 1, 2, 3, 4, all of this stuff, right? They've always been there. I've always enjoyed them, and pretty much no matter what, I've always been able to sit down and think, okay, I'm going to play a bit of Gears and switch my mind off. And when that was taken away in such a ridiculous fashion, that did frustrate me. And I had people telling me, just forget about it, mate, go play something else, go do something else. But it's, for want of a better word, one of my biggest hobbies, one of my, special interests, so to use that term. And so to have that taken away was rough, And I'm sure if you've ever had a hobby, if you'd played guitar your whole life, and then one day somebody said, mid-song, they pulled the guitar away and said, hey, listen, you're never allowed to play guitar ever again, for no reason, it takes a bit of time to process. I'm over it now, and for you guys at home that are listening, I streamed for the last 2 days and I haven't been banned. Maybe they've given up, maybe it just hasn't reached them, and maybe it's a different dev team, but I decided that for the last couple of days over the weekend, after reading his comment, I was thinking to myself, what have I not experienced on this game before it dies? And one of the things I'd not experienced was streaming again with people in the chat and having a laugh. And so I did that last night. And yesterday I bumped into some old players that I used to play with, have a grand old time with, and I played awfully. The whole evening I played awfully. And I played with Jack Reaction, played awfully, but I had some banter with him, and then we had a chat about the old Gears and keyboard and mouse and all this. Then I played with Prankski, then I played with Terry HB, then I played with Punisher, and I played with a load of people. I've played with my friend Red Eyes and Darkside, and I've played with people that I haven't played with in 15 plus years, and it's been so nostalgic and lovely. And yesterday I played really terrible, and I'll be honest, I've been as real as I can. Yesterday somebody came in my stream, Mrs. Ale, and she was like, oh, it's lovely to see you back streaming, and I was explaining that I was playing a bit poorly. Oh, are you hydrated? Have you eaten enough? And to be honest, I was, in some ways, I suppose, overwhelmed, which sounds really silly, but hearing from a friend, thinking about the old Gears times, playing some old Gears, streaming again, I couldn't really concentrate on any form of gameplay or nothing. I was just really, really enjoying like a grand old time. And so I played awfully with Pranksy, I played awfully against Reaction, but I had a great time. And I'm probably going to play again today until I either get kicked off or the player base runs out or I get bored. But, you know, for me, Gears of War's always been there, and so I judge the game differently. Like, if you were getting my review, I would say it's clunky, it's buggy, it's laggy, but it's a good old laugh. It isn't like the original in any way. You can't strafe, you can't really hip fire. It's not the same game, okay? This game here from 2006 is not the same as UE, and it's not the same as this. So it's not the total nostalgia trip that I wanted, but it just gives me enough. There's not enough content there. There are loads of issues, but I just wanted to say to this video that I do enjoy the game. You know, Gears has always been there for me, and it has been an enjoyable franchise. You know, people asked in the chat, oh, are you going to be playing E-Day? Are you going to be playing Gears 2 Remaster? I don't know how long we even have on this earth, let alone will I be playing a game in the future. But I've for the last couple of weeks, I've really, really enjoyed the feeling of nostalgia of playing during, you know, summer Gears 1. And like I say, it's not like the original, but I'm over 30 now. You know, I played this game basically competitive when I was like 13 and 14, you know, and it's a surprise I'm still going. To be honest, it's a surprise that I can even hit the odd shot for a montage. You know, I think I'm not trying to be big-headed here, but like when people come in and they shit talk my gameplay, or they tell me I'm this, or they tell me I'm that, to be honest, I think it's like lucky in a way that we're all still here talking and chatting about Gears, when really in 2006 I picked up my sister's pink digital video recorder and recorded my screen and posted it to YouTube, and yet here I am today, you know. So when people tell me, oh, you've missed this shot, your movement's bad, you're this, you're that, you're negative, it's like, maybe just look at the bigger picture, you know. It's enjoyable. Like yesterday, alright, I was playing some noobs, but I was playing some Bullet Marsh Warzone, and I got 4 scrubby headshots in a round. But it's nice. It's nice to experience that. It's a nice change. I don't play Warzone, I don't play Call of Duty, I don't play FIFA. You know, I play games that I've learned, I understand, and I get to come on and just have fun. Path of Exile, StarCraft, the odd game of chess maybe, Gears 1, that's it, you know. And so I suppose that comment just got me thinking, like, I don't want people to think that I'm just entirely negative about Gears, because I'm not. It's more that probably you folks don't realise how impactful Gears was to me and how important it was, and probably still is, but less so. But I just wanted to make this video and just say, you know, it's been great to reconnect with people. I've had fun. It's unfortunate that in EU the game is fading already. It's unfortunate that I'm an old washed up boomer and I get tired and I play bad and I have bad... You know, you used to have a bad round or a bad game. Sometimes now you can have a whole bad day. You can have a whole bad week on games. Sometimes your mind's just a little bit preoccupied with adult stuff and life, and you're just not quite on it like you were as a kid. But I still have my moments, and hopefully at some point I'll make a little montage and you'll enjoy it. But yeah, that was today's video. I'm gonna have my coffee now. Takes ages for it to cool down, so I figured I'd make this video. And yeah, as always, I appreciate your comments and kindness.